G'day there mates, my name is Mr. Magilla-Cutti. Welcome back once again to my channel. Today, we'll continue the story of Marvel's Midnight Suns. So in the last episode, we pretty much went on a mission to an abandoned warehouse where Hydra's mad scientist was conducting experiments with gamma and magic. Luckily, Captain Marvel was able to take the damage, and we pretty much tried to learn what it's like to be normal in a sense. So we now learned a bit about Agatha, and I'm going to pay respect to her memorial. So I'm going to follow Charlie here. Let's go, girl. Okay, press L3 to sprint. Can I do that while I'm down on the ground? I gotta admit, it is a bit unnerving for a demon dog to be here, but what can you do? Huh? Wait. But that.
Agatha.
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
Huh?
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay then. Oh yeah, in the last episode, I did say I was going to look in more about the where's the mushrooms? And the bounce thing. Apparently, it doesn't really affect the end story, I believe, but it does. Well, at least I don't think it does, but it does change, like what abilities we get during a certain mission, and unlock some cosmetics as well, depending on which path we go down. I'm gonna try my best to try and keep things balanced in a sense, because, well, kind of live about light or dark. At least that's what I think. I always used to have a fascination about balance and all that.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a Bloodgate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
I suppose.
That is something.
Let's... Trial of the Elder Gods, Osroth. Okay, let's see what this is all about.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
Ooh!
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
So we got Charlie on our side.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Uh-huh. So, go for your few quick strikes here, but, what's this? Plays mark to each enemy. Mark. Okay, refund a card played when KO'd. On KO, draw a card. Alright, Charlie.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
I think I need to start looking in more about their abilities.
No mercy for the servants. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call.
Should be out. Maybe Charlie can't do it. Yeah, I think it's because Charlie can't do it. Well. Kinda sucks. Okay, so it looks like Charlie can't do certain actions such as pick up rocks or jump over platforms. Okay. Let's even out the playing field here. Charlie will attack 2 times at least. Be right back. Apologies. Ooh.
To break my resolve.
What's corruption do?
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Good to know. Corruption. For the next 2 turns, the units take 7 damage at the end of their turn, and spread corruption to a nearby unit. Ignores, blocks, and resists. Right. Good to know.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I'm sure. Let's move the hunter. Sorry, I didn't mean to do it in a bit of a sing-song voice. There we go.
Once again.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial. But don't worry, the other gods are waiting.
The hunter becomes the hunted. You gotta love these titles they make up here. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I also decided to purchase the Season Pass deals for the DLC content, so expect to see new heroes. Whoa. Enter Sarah's cabin. Moon seal. An elder artifact.
This looks like an
We got arcane knowledge. Asara's gift allow magic locks and gates to be open. Open will now allow you to access new areas of the Abbey and its grounds, which are locked by magical means.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Okay. So, the Blood. Words of power are magical incantations the hunter can use on the Abbey grounds. To use a word of power, hold R2.
Blessings of the goddess.
And we've got 10 arcane knowledge. So we need arcane keys. We got arcane knowledge, it's not keys. Gonna have to come back to that. At least it's leave it marked on the map for us, so that's good.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Okay then. A bit of a lot to take in. Hey Charles. Sorry,
I
Charlie.
will see if I can find you a treat later.
Yeah, I think she might like that. She may be a demon hellhound, but she's quite a gold this one. Alright.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
I don't think you need to talk like that, Strange. Alright, so look at the bottom of the screen there. It looks like we need to collect arcane knowledge to create an arcane key. Right. Good to know. So, with that being said, what the hell is this?
It's super easy to hang out with you, Hunter.
Where are you?
We still have so many more movies to show you, like 70s grindhouse flicks.
Oh, there you are. Okay, so with that being said, what the hell did Tony do this time? Because if something goes boom, most of the time it's Tony's fault.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Alright, well, Tony didn't believe someone got fault lines.
We desperately need to get into this crate. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Do you think this will be enough to give us an edge?
I hope so. Whatever it is, it's quite powerful. I'm relying on my instincts here, but truly that's all I have to rely on until I can find a way to access the Sanctum's archives again.
That seems a bit risky.
Right now, with the Sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite.
Okay, so we can at least choose not to take a certain path and all that. That's just going to be the middle option. But however, with the bounce thing, we can't select abilities during combat that will tip the scale towards one side or the other.
You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway.
Alright, starting artifacts. Starting artifacts unlock more powerful research projects that forge and generates significant resources for use in ability upgrades and crafting.
I'm not expecting anything with this one. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. This is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Okay. So,
These were relatively common at one point in history.
So we got attack essence, heroic essence, and skill essence. And we got a knife artifact. Shut up, Stein. Oh! Research level 1. Research. Research projects take 1 day to complete, but grant powerful rewards like room upgrades, combat items, and hero suits. Good to know. So we need to complete 3 missions with Blade for that one. One mission with Captain Marvel. Can we actually do more than one for this? We've powerful in science. We've been powerful in magic and science is fine in theory, but in practice, well, there isn't much practice. However, if we work together, turning on...
I really could do just as well without you loitering back there.
How else am I going to steal your secrets if I can't see what you're up to?
I doubt you'd find anything suitable among my secrets anyway.
Whoa, wait a minute, Can it be? Did you just make a suit joke?
I didn't hurt its feelings, did I?
2 in a row. This is a major breakthrough for you. I'm so proud I could be here for this moment.
I'm glad you're amused.
Oh, Christ. However, with good, I might be able to fabricate some pretty powerful items to help you in combat. And we got war games. Cal said we need to up our game to meet this new friend. As usual, she's right, but to do more in combat, we'll need to do more down here in the force. A self-learning AI workstation running endless combat simulation might help me make better use of this coil stuff. Okay, so basically craft powerful single-use items and increase ability options.
Alright, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Alright, so research is now in progress. Return to the force tomorrow morning for the results.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going?
Okay, I think I'll save this one for when the research is finished.
Shh. Tony is working.
Sure you are.
Hey, Hunter, got a sec to spare?
I think we do, Robbie. Just give us a moment. What do we just pick up? WHI hates global news. Search continues in the Wakandan caves, or the Mrs. Splunker concerned for her safety rises as rescuers emerge with wounds from an unknown animal. Those are clearly suction cups from an enormous undersea creature, like a giant squid. I didn't know suction cups had teeth. They do in Limbo. Are giant squids known to eat people? Not in our realm, nor most others. Giant squid I have met eat people as pets. Doc, you gotta tell us about your web applications. Okay, so yeah, I can talk to Robbie at the moment.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
He allows you to call him Sparky?
Well, yeah. He knows it's coming from a good place. He's really impressive, Hunter. I can't wait for the two of you to meet. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blade to set things up. Won't take a minute.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna
Head to
go
the
down the
yard.
metal path for the time being.
When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Okay, so it looks like we won't be getting Johnny Blaze to join us this time, but rather this guy here. Not saying it's a bad thing, but after seeing Johnny at the beginning, I was kind of hoping to actually see him in action. But yeah, like I said before, Ghost Riders are pretty much those who have signed a contract with the devil. Johnny Blaze did that and became bonded with his spirit of vengeance. Which I think...
Ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider. Spirits of vengeance train the hardest. Bad guys better start running.
Oof. Jesus. Okay, daily sparring.
Like playing with fire, huh?
Okay, so daily sparring. Every day the hunter can choose a new partner to spar with, resulting in increased friendship and unique rewards. Just started.
Maybe you should be the speaker.
Okay, free-shinted. Invigorated combat, common combat bonus. Gain 1 strengthen mission start.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Okay. But, let's have a talk with Blade here first.
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble. Apocalypse prophecies. The Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she is quite the marvel.
I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our struggle against Lilith.
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless, hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps.
What in the hell are you talking about?
It is Shakespeare for you fancy her.
I do not. I respect her as a fellow warrior.
The same way you respect Tony or a caretaker?
Hell no. It's... Never mind.
And therefore is Winged Cupid painted blind.
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go kill some monsters or something. Let's just keep this a chat to ourselves for now.
Yeah, he does fancy her. Oh, Christ. You gotta love the humor in this sometimes. A keg? Are we gonna get 4 here? I don't think we are, but... Well... But I don't think we are, actually. I know Wolverine's gonna join in, but that's about it.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
No gateway.
There's no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
And I shall make haste.
Yep.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Alright. Okay, we've got some more people to talk to. Nico, talk to Blade again. We can talk to Captain Marvel again. I think we're going to need to do that to get some info. I don't know.
Not much more I can tell you, Hunter. Though I did hear her mutter something about Wanda right before she poofed away. Maybe that helps.
Thanks, Captain. I shall find her.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna look around. Maybe Robbie's seen something. There's lamp out of the pool. Water rod.
It is one of the elemental rods.
Barely a stone at all, but this blue-black topaz almost slips through the finger when held. It smells strongly of a tide pool, and if held into the air, it sounds like the ocean.
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. It usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
Okay. Ah, we missed the other conversations. Oh well. Let's see what we can do for that.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
That is no child's book. Lose focus for 1 second and be lost completely within its pages. Let me guide you through it.
You do not own the darkness, Hunter. I was also raised within it. So much so I barely remember a time without it. And now Wanda has this in common with us too. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. Ugh, no matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Well, we tried. We tried to reach out to her, but just pushes back.
Fine, speak.
Friends in Abbey. What the hell if she doesn't like us too much?
Yes?
There we got the feeling she doesn't like us too much.
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
Thanks.
Hey, Hunter. I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Okay, so it's pretty much just a minor mission we're dealing with this time. So, in other words, we won't be expansion his story too much, but we can still advance a day, so we can actually do some research. So, if you want to train up a bit, we're just trying to grind with stuff. I think these missions will be good. However, that's going to have to wait for another time. I'm running short on time, yeah. So that's going to have to do it for me. Again, sorry to no accent, but you know how these games are. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to show support for the channel. I would very much appreciate that. And with that all being said, I'm gonna hop right off. Thank you all again, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves and drive safely out there, people. Bye bye, take care, have a good time.